Happy.
Happy Halloween.
I was gonna say it. Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to the Mack Brothers Podcast, the Halloween edition. Is this the Mack Brothers Podcast? Is this the? It's just the Monday Mack. What is this?
This is we'll have a name for it later, but it's one of our podcasts.
Terrifying Tuesday.
Ooh, the Terrifying Tuesday Monday Mack.
Here's something that's not terrifying. I'm drinking Pete's coffee, Pete's vanilla blend coffee with vanilla creamer, and I feel
And
like
I have
in
a
a Dunkin' Donuts cup.
and I have a half-eaten baked chocolate chip cookie from the Burger King.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you win. I bought chocolate milk this week.
And I have Fruitables cat treats.
Oh,
That
that's wonderful.
I can't even pick up because Finky will run down. But let's get to what we got to get to because
We got more what?
What?
I said we got more what?
Yeah. More songs, more spooky songs that we're going to not only rate how they are as songs, but we're also going to give them a boo rating from 1 to 10. Before we do that, we have a song called Demons and Desires out, which is one of our favorite songs we've ever put out. It has a Halloween name, but it has a more of a fall vibe. So it's good for tonight. It's good for the rest of the year. Listen to it. You're going to love it. And we also,
I was just playing it on bass.
when we were the 1940s, we made a song called I'm Batman, which is a Halloween classic. You should go listen to that because we are super proud of it. But now let's jump into our spooky songs, our Terrifying Tuesday songs. We did a review of 10 songs that we thought fit the holiday very well last week, and we're going to finish the Halloween season with 5 more, and then we have a special guest to round out the show with his picks. But first, we're going to do Prayers for Rain by The Cure. Matthew, you go first.
All right. So Prayers for Rain by The Cure. As a Halloween song, oh yeah. It's a good Halloween song. Would fit any Halloween playlist, I think, very, very well. As a general song that you're going to listen to, it's if you're listening to that album, it's a song you'll return to. If you're in like a really huge Cure deep dive mood, you'll maybe listen to it. Otherwise, you're never going to put the song on. I give this song a 6.5 or like a 6 maybe on the normal scale because it is above average musically, and I do like The Cure's music a lot. So I would say it is above average, and I listen to it and I go, this is really, really good. But it is 6 minutes of like the same thing.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes it out of the great or re-listenable song contendership. But as a Halloween song, I give it as like the boo rating, I give it a 7.
So we had very similar ratings. Awesome. This is my awesome intro. Love, love, love how them drums come in. The synth part is entrancing. The vocals are good by Bobby. It's a creepy, dark song. Repetitive, but reminds me of the season. The song itself to me is a 6.8 out of 10. And the boo rating is a 7.6 out of 10.
And there you have it, folks. That's Prayers for Rain by The Cure. Next up, we have Fool's Life by Dr. Dog. John, give us your thoughts.
So this was the first Dr. Dog song I've ever heard. I didn't write that down. I just remembered that it's the first one I heard, and I wasn't sure if I was going to continue listening to them. And then I heard more, and I was like, oh yeah, this is my shit. But now, as an adult, I love this song. Intro is very similar to Yonkers. Yonkers is very similar to this. This came out in 2005.
That's a good point.
One of the most unhinged songs they've ever written. The verses are beautiful, dark, and the effects on Toby's voice add an extra creep to his already creepy sound. The outro is so much fun. The song to me is a 7.7. and the boo rating is a 7.1.
Okay. So let's get into this. Fool's Rain, Dr. Dog. This is
Fool's life.
Fool's Rain. What is this? Let me hold on. Fool in the Rain, Dr. Dog. Now, Fool's Life by Dr. Dog. This has always been more of a John song than a Matthew song. This is a great song. I like it more now than I used to. I give the song a 7 in normal life because I have known the song for so long and it's only recently started to grow on me. Um, as far as like a Halloween song, this might be one of the least Halloweeny feeling. Like this is like a 1960s, 1970s stag Halloween film song.
It literally starts out with like the guitar or whatever. It sounds like
Yeah,
something.
it's like all of the movies that like came out after Psycho that weren't as good as Psycho. In as far as Halloween senses go.
Yeah,
It's a
but still
better song
Halloween.
than a Halloween song, is what I'm saying. That's my opinion. That's what I feel with even with the stabby nature of it all.
Even with
It
the lyrics,
it's very whimsical.
you think the lyrics are
The lyrics are not
holiday?
the lyrics are not um I'm talking more the music here. The lyrics are not whimsical. But the
I
music
live.
to me always felt a little whimsical. Like
It is a little
it
whimsical.
always felt like antics. Like it's Halloween like a Harry Potter movie more than it's Halloween like a you know, Freddy
I
versus
think it's
Jason.
I think it's close. It's Halloween like the what's the movies where they one day a year they get to kill everybody?
What, The Purge?
Yeah, I think that's the kind of Halloween it
Yeah,
is.
like if The Purge was like done by like an indie director at like 10 years ago at A24.
Yeah.
But like Halloween rating, I give it boo rating, I give it a 6. So not too far off, but just, you know.
Yeah.
All right, what do we
All
got
right.
up next?
Next one is Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz. You go
All
first.
right. So it's actually funny. There's like a little sampler um electronic sort
Yeah.
of 90s gizmo that or 80s gizmo that Damon Albarn showed Zane Lowe, and he's like, "Look, the Clint Eastwood's just like the first sample in like the whole entire library pack for like loops that you could play guitar or piano over or whatever."
Mm.
So he literally took that sample and he turned it into the song, and it's genius. The beat is fantastic. The music's great. Some of the most memorable hooks you'll ever hear. It's kind of a scary song, especially as a kid. I remember I used to listen to the song and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Just all the
Yeah.
sounds and all the drama and the crescendoing strings that aren't really strings in the
Yeah.
background,
Yeah.
the overdone drums. The song really has it all. Um, for me, the is a 9.5. I'd say. I don't know if it's a 10. The song has never felt like a 10 to me. And I haven't listened to it and doesn't hit the, I don't want to re-listen to the song as much as I do other 10s, which I think is what
It's
separates
not
it.
a 10, I agree.
But it's so up there. It's like a 9 or a 9.5. It's right in that family. And as far as Halloween stuff goes, I give the song an 8.
Oh, okay.
I give it
Very
a boo rating of an 8.
similar. Uh the video hooked me as a kid and the song kept me as an adult. The keys are amazing. The verses are catchy and twisty. The chorus is just one of my most favorite choruses because it's just so drab. I'm happy, feeling glad I got sunshine in a bed. Like it's like just so lazy. It's like reminds me kind of like that first Strokes album, like vocal, you know. Um, melody, melody is great. Frog scratches and harmonica is incredible. A timeless classic. Song's a 9, and the boo factor I gave it a 7.3.
Very good. So moving along to a fun monumental song and rap, we have I Am a God by Kanye West.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, John. You go first. Because you go first and then I'll share my thoughts.
Okay, absolutely impeccable production. Travis Scott has to. It's just his whole career is based off of this album. All the sounds, the yelling, the trance beats, the creepy singing possesses you. And of course, Kanye, the fact that he really thinks he's a god. And his verses are incredible in that context that he thinks he's a god. He's comparing himself, him and Jesus are friends. Um, where's my what's it? He goes, in a French ass restaurant, hurry up with my damn croissant. Hysterical, very funny. The screams at the end are like literally like out of a horror movie. I give the boo rating an 8.3, and I give the actual rating a 9.
All right. So this song to me, it's so hard to say how much he means this song versus how much he doesn't mean this song, because I don't know, in like a literal actual life sense. I do think that he means this more than the average person does, but I do think he understands why it's great art, because it's totally ridiculous at the same time too. Or he wanted to put this out, he would have put out some boring shit. So he knows that this is like a controversial thing he's doing, which makes me like it even more. Because if he was just like if he was just totally a thoughtless genius, it wouldn't be as fun to me.
Yeah,
Because then it's just mad and random. Like this is like he thought about this, he put this together to specifically be like, this is some crazy shit that I'm gonna put out that's gonna turn heads. So I
yeah,
appreciate that about this song. As a song, this is one of my favorite Kanye songs. Um, it's just so ludicrous. It's just so ridiculous. Um, this is like every rapper that's like, oh, money, cars, bitches, whatever. I mean, how could you top I Am a God?
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you
Thanks,
can't
Bo.
beat that. That's just that's how that's as far up as it goes. It doesn't go past that. So, um, as a song, I agree. You said everything that needed to be said about the music. The ridiculous thumping in your fucking face trance beats are incredible. So for me, this song gets a 9.5. The song gets a 10. Fuck it. I love this song. I listen to this song all the time. I fucking love it. Boo factor, other than the screams, this is not a Halloween song whatsoever. I give it 5 points for the screams. I give it 0 for the rest of the song. It's a 5 for me.
How don't you think that this is a creepy,
Song's
like a
not a
scary song?
song. The song, besides the screams, is not creepy at all.
Oh, I don't.
Unless you're terrified of like a cyberpunk future where Kanye West is your god or something.
The whole song, it sounds like someone's sweating, running through a forest, sweating,
I
trying to
always
get
took
away
that as Kanye
from
West
Kanye.
is what?
It sounds like they're trying to get away from Kanye, and then when they turn around, they realize that they are Kanye, and it's all in their fucking head. This song makes you feel like a fucking the coolest lunatic of all time.
All right. You convinced me enough to add another point to my boo rating. It's a 6 for my
All right,
boo
I'll
rating.
take that.
All right. So next up we have
All right, lastly,
honestly, yeah. Lastly, honestly, probably my favorite song on the list.
same. Yeah.
John, you want to go off? You want to go first?
Yes.
You want to talk your shit?
So this was the first
Oh, wait a
Alex
minute.
Cameron.
Did you go first or did I
Oh,
go
I did
first?
go first. Yeah, you go
All right,
first.
I go first. All right. So this was the first song called Mongrel by Alex Cameron. This is the first Alex Cameron song that you showed me. Um, the first Alex Cameron song I saw was Big Enough. That's like the first exposure I had to him, but I didn't really pay attention to who he was. Then I heard this song and I was like, "Whoa, this is some crazy. This is different. Like this is whacked out."
Yeah.
So the song Mongrel is basically about, I guess it's a man and his girlfriend or wife or something, like living throughout the apocalypse,
Yeah.
and savages basically come and kill them and steal all their shit and take all their food.
Yeah.
Um, the song kind of reminds me of the short story To Build. I'm gonna get a little like scholastic here or some shit. The song reminds me a little bit of To Build a Fire. It's just like a short story I had to read in high school, and it's just a dreary fucking story. It's a short story. This guy goes out into a fire. They're all like, no, 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 or into the icy wilderness in like the fucking North Pole or whatever. Everyone's like, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. You're gonna die. It's too fucking cold. He's like, I'm gonna do it. He has like a reason to do it, so he goes and he does it. And then the whole story is called To Build a Fire because like everything around him dies because it's too cold. And then he tries to build the fire and he can't and he just dies.
My
And
God.
that's the story. But that's the story.
Who
That's the
made you read that in
song.
high school?
Rich did, Mr.
I was
Brown.
just saying, we went to the same high school. He didn't ask me to read anything.
Yeah, that's because he knew better.
Yeah.
He didn't want to embarrass you in front of your four classmates.
No, the whole class was stupid. He knew. The whole class was dumb as sex
He
shit.
actually knew you were the best reader in the school, so he's like, let me just stop while I'm ahead. So that's kind of what this song is. But I think that there's a beauty in that. I do. And I thought there was a beauty in the story To Build a Fire, which is I think why he recommended me to read that book. Um this song's beautiful to me. Um it has anxiety the whole entire time with the drum loop because the song's basically just one big loop. The weird octave guitar solo is so great. And then when the big surge comes in, that musical surge that comes in towards the end of the song with all the keys, all the guitars mixing up at the same time, and then his voice coming back in is just like a moment in music for me. So I give the song an easy 10
Yeah.
for my personal score. And for the boo rating, this song for me gets the best boo rating of the week for me. I guess this week it gets a 9.5.
Similar scores.
Song kicks ass.
So this was the first Alex Cameron song I've ever heard. I seen the video on YouTube, and it was suggested from a Killers video because at the time Brandon Flowers talked about him in a interview that I was watching. And he said, and this guy, Alex Cameron, you got to look him up. He's great. And then it was a suggested video. So I clicked on it and it was this. And I was my whole brain was blown. So the song's a 10. Everything you said, song's a 10. But I said haunting vocals and lyrics, production and music so simple. Synths are perfectly placed. What a weird picture Alex paints in this. Guitar solo rips, outro beautiful and terrifying as he describes him and his girl's last moments before marauders killed him. Awesome song, 10 out of 10, and a boo factor 8.4 out of 10. And real quick, before we get to our special guest, I heard Big Enough by Alex Cameron and Kieran Callahan or whatever before I seen the memes. So I got to, with my virgin ears.
We were very early to that.
I got to hear Jimmy Barnes do that scream. And I don't know if we watch it together or if I was just alone, but I'm look at me. It changed my life.
It was great. Yeah. It really, that's another moment in music history.
Alex Cameron changed our lives because like the first time we met him, he was just literally like, just do it yourself. And then we just started doing everything ourselves.
Sometimes you're at a moment and a place in your life where someone says something that is so simple, but it's just they say it at the right time and in the right way to you, and when something might click. And that was one of those things.
Yeah. And shout out to Holiday Sidewinder, new song coming out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
All right.
Well, we'll be right back with our very special guest, who you will see who they are.
Sucks you have to leave, Matthew. I hate interviewing this guy alone.
I mean, it's okay. It's fine. It's just a break for me, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, you
All right.
have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
Yep, I'll talk to you later. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. I am here with the one and only, the leader of the Spectre Detectors, Zatch Bagels. Hey, Zatch.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here. As you can tell, I am in disguise right now.
You're still nervous about the talk to me ghost?
Well, it's a little bit of that, but it's also a long story. I was checking out a haunted spot with my brother, Ram, and my other brother, Hoagie. We were there at this haunted spot when we encountered a specter, unlike any that we've ever seen. There was a haunted iPod on there.
What was on the iPod?
Well, what was on the I heard that you were talking about Halloween songs. So this was one of my first Spectre detections, and I found this haunted iPod with all of these songs on it. And these are five of my favorites, and they always creep me out every time I hear them.
Now, who are you have brothers, you said?
Ram is one of my brothers, Ramsey's.
It's
Ramsey
Ramsey.
Ramsey Bagels.
Okay. And then the other one is Hoagie Bagels.
The other one is Hoagie Bagels. Yes, that's right.
That's an interesting family name.
Do you think my family name is funny? It can be humorous at times until they see us get down to business.
Oh, well, I can't wait to see that.
Hey,
Uh,
my hat says "der" on it.
I know. It seems like you have a very successful business, and I look forward to meeting Ram and Hoagie.
Everyone said my eyes look weird on the last show. I don't know why. Do they look normal now? I put on these shades just in case.
They look fine, but you should keep the shades on.
Okay, I will.
Well, I'm very interested to hear your
All
five
right.
songs,
I don't
Zatch.
know if you know these songs. From what I was told by my brother Hoagie, at least three of these songs are super indie.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now,
Can I ask you a question actually before you
sure.
start asking? I'm used to being the one that has to answer the questions. I'm usually the one with the answers. That's good. I should save that for my next intro.
Okay.
So, well, I don't know what indie means.
It means you almost said it there. It means independent.
Oh, okay.
Like the Mack Brothers are independent. And the Spectre detectors is independent. You run that yourself. You're the boss.
I wouldn't call it indie though.
No,
I
well,
thought indie was more like a short abbreviation for the state of Indianapolis
no, no,
or the color indigo.
no.
Okay. So my number one, so
Wait, real
not
quick. The way we rate them, it's a 1 to 10 boo factor, which means how scary the song
so
is.
all these songs, one to how many boos?
10.
So all these songs are easily tens for me. So we're gonna
They,
get that out of the way.
they scare you that much?
These songs are horrifying to me.
Oh Lord.
And
They're probably
these
gonna.
songs have horrified everyone that I have ever shown them to.
I'm sure they're gonna kill me then, because I have a weak
You know
weak.
it's Halloween if you're listening to these next songs.
All right, that's your number one. I'm excited.
All right, number one, and I put it number one, not in any not for any particular reason other than it had the word one in its title. A personal favorite of mine, Brian McKnight. He sings a song called Back at One. That song has haunting melodies, haunting choruses. When you listen to it, you feel like Damocles is right next to you, ready to haunt your whole entire body and use it for whatever he wishes. That's why this song freaks me out so much. Brian McKnight has also been confirmed to be a Satanist.
um,
So, but I give this song on a normal scale, I give this song an 8.5 out of 10 because it could have been a good song if it wasn't so scary.
so a lot of people choose that as their wedding song, Zatch.
I couldn't imagine anything worse than that.
It's
I would never marry anyone to this song. As a matter of fact, I might kill someone to this song. That's how much it
If it's
terrifies me.
it possesses you.
I don't know who I am when I listen to this song.
Well, that's quite a. I mean, I don't. I'd have to listen to it again. I haven't heard it in a while, so I might not have understood why it was scary when I was younger. But
You might not just know music. It's okay. I have a talent. You know, I always said if anyone could, if there was ever a problem with the Mack Brothers and that you guys needed a singer, you could call me and I'd be right there. I'm probably the only one that would be able to fill your shoes.
oh, are you Franny Bagels now?
Yes, and your brother cannot sing.
Okay, Zatch mozzarella now. Is that who you are?
Zatch mozzarella. I don't know what mozzarella is, Sean.
Sorry, Zatch. How about you get to your next?
Did you know that song? I figured you wouldn't. I was told that song was super indie.
I
Okay,
definitely know it.
song number 2 is by a personal favorite of mine, Natasha Bedingfeld. This song is called Unwritten. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfeld. So the reason why this song horrifies me to such a degree is because it plays on the classic fear of the unknown. Just like when you're ready to get into a Spectre detect and you don't know what's going to happen. Unwritten, it makes you feel like something's about to be written. I don't know about you, but that horrifies me.
So, as a song, what do you rate? What do you rate it?
As a song, I think for this song, honestly, I would probably give this song probably like a 2. I just don't like this song. I hate it. It's my least favorite Natasha Bedingfield song, but only real Natasha Bedingfield fans like myself would know that. But the song really, as far as fear factor, I played this song once for my brother, Hoagie Bagels. And the song terrified him actually. He didn't sleep for 4 days after he heard the song.
That's that's terrifying. I feel bad for him. I have to listen to
Next,
it enough. Okay, sorry, you go. Go
next
ahead.
up, this song plays on a great fear I have of sequential numbers. This song is 1, 2, 3, 4 by Feast. Isn't that what it is? It or no, I read it wrong. I'm sorry for all those listening at home. This song is called 1234 by Feast. Now,
Yeah.
this song was on the Apple commercial, and I didn't even understand why it was so horrifying until I looked into the tragic backstory. So Fawcett, this lead singer of the girl band that sings this song, I believe her name is Fawcett. So sorry, I was reading it. It's hard to understand some of these letters that are in front of me.
Understand.
It's hard for me to understand the way it's where some of these letters are actually. So I have a huge fear of sequential numbers, things that count up or things that count backwards, because it reminds me of when I was a young child and there was a specter that haunted me when I was a young child. He used to count forwards and backwards as I tried to sleep.
Was it a teacher?
No, it sounded just like Fawcett. I actually think it was her climbing in my bedroom at night when I was a child, and she sang the song to me. That's why this song's so horrifying to me. I give the song a 10 on a rating scale, though. The song is perfect, and I appreciate Steve Jobs wanting to use it, except it ruined Apple products for me for life now. And whenever I see someone with an iPhone, I throw it.
that's that's
Next
that's
up,
great.
in my opinion, the greatest song of all time, well, probably the second, but in my opinion, the greatest song of all time and the scariest song of all time is Hero by Gabriel Iglesias. Oh, no, sorry. By Enrique Iglesias. So this song used to remind me of me because I used to be people's heroes. I would save them from specters everywhere. But then when I started getting into the deeper world of hauntings and possessions, I realized you can't save everyone. So this is the song I play if I can't save anyone and I have to kill them.
Is that why it's so scary?
Yes, that's why this song's so horrifying.
Says-
Actually, another reason why this song is horrifying too is because this song, and this is a true story, and I know because I know people that know Enrique Igloo. He actually had a hemorrhage.
Oh,
Isn't that the thing you get in your back when you lift things up that are really heavy?
I think so. Yeah.
Or it might have been hernias.
A hernia.
What?
A hernia.
So yeah, so this song, they're apparently Enrique Iglesias. Now this is if do you chat boo.net?
I don't chat boo.net.
Everyone's on boo.net.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're missing out big time, buddy.
I don't like to be scared that often.
Oh, all I do, I live in fear my whole life. It's my job. So does my brother, Ram and Hoagie. So Enrique Iglesias actually he cursed. He was cursed as a child. They used to shrink in his family. They used to shrink heads of deceased loved ones. And when his mom died, he didn't shrink her head. So she haunted him and gave him a hernia while he was performing the song in the studio. That's why this song is terrifying. And you can actually hear his back being herniated while he was recording the song. If you listen closely at 2:22 in the song.
We'll post that in the description.
You won't hear that on what's the channel and the show? E exclamation point Hollywood News Stories. You won't hear that on there.
Okay.
You'll hear it on Spectre Detectors.
I agree.
I got a new streaming deal. I'm putting my podcast for Spectre Detectors on that piff.
I'm sure it's very lucrative.
Next up, the scariest song I've ever heard, bar none, but also my favorite song ever at the same time because I'm a sucker for scary things, is I Got You, I Feel Good by James Brown. So this song is haunted because James Brown is an evil man who's raped and killed several people in his life.
Oh my God.
James Brown, he used to eat people too. He was probably the worst person that ever lived.
How do you know that?
I used to be the grand executor of the James Brown estate.
He used to kill people for him?
No, I didn't kill people for him. No, I executed his will after he died.
Oh.
He was the one that helped me out.
And you killed everybody for him.
He's the one that helped me off of the roof of the Five Guys in Center City.
Oh wow. So you were in debt to him.
I needed to help James, so I did help James. But he told me a lot of things. This song was written to him by the devil. He sent it to him overnight in the mail through FedEx, actually, because the devil doesn't have those kinds of powers. He's not as strong as people believe. He can only operate using the modern mailing system.
Well, Zatch, that's a hell of a top 5. What are you doing tonight for Halloween? Are you dressing up as anybody?
I'm trying to stay as far away from people as I possibly can because I had a terrible experience last year.
Oh yeah, it was pretty rough. You
It
turned
was
Matthew for a little bit.
it was god awful. So I'm trying to just stay the heck out of Dodge. That's why I have this get up on, if you could tell. This isn't really my swing. I don't really like hats.
They're your Spectre blockers?
Well, I have those on because everyone said my eyes looked a little weird last time, and I don't understand why.
Well, I think they look great. Spectre detectors, you can find it on our channel. Watch Zatch
Go back in time.
exercise many a ghost. I'm Batman and Demons and Desires are out everywhere. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, follow, comment. Happy Halloween, everybody. Zatch, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, it was terrible.